Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Dagger1 Bravo, and today we're talking about the brand new Battlefield 6 beta. I put some hours in, seen some things, and I'm here to give you my honest review. The good, the bad, and what I hope changes before the launch. Let's get into it. Now firstly, I want to give you my overall review of the beta. This beta felt like a time machine, back to the glory days of Battlefield 3 and Battlefield 4. Big immersive environments that pull you right into the fight. Movement felt grounded and realistic, like a soldier carrying actual gear in a war. Classes are back, which instantly gave me the classic vibe of Battlefield. And honestly, when it ended, I just wanted more. And that's always a good sign, I feel. Now I'm going to break down the pros. What was the positives that I experienced with this beta? Firstly, it was the movement. It's weighty and realistic. You feel the momentum like your actual soldier hauling your loadout into battle. Not floaty, not arcadey, just right. Now for the gunplay. The gunplay was smooth. Every weapon system felt like it had a role. SMGs were good for them close quarter battles right in the face of the enemy. LMGs were good for them suppressions of areas and make sure the enemies couldn't get past. Snipers were good for them long range precision shots. And ARs were good for them close and medium range engagements and giving your land and your shots on the enemy. All balanced and nothing felt like it was a meta weapon. Now for my favourite part of Battlefield. The ground vehicles are phenomenal. Tank duels brought me straight back to Battlefield 3 and 4, the glory days, where I was fighting other tanks, having fun, having a blast. My tank got blew up, their tank got blew up. It was very fun, guys. I will say that was hands down my favourite experience of this beta. Now for the cons. What things did I feel like there wasn't really living up to the expectations of the game and what can be improved? Firstly is the map design. You can see that Liberation Peak was a very cramped map. It only had 2 main lanes, limited in strategy, which means you couldn't flank the enemy very much. You're very narrow. It didn't give that feel of the old Battlefield games where you had the big open combat, big open map where multiple battles were happening at the same time over objectives, giving them different totally experience that we had in the past. Hopefully in the future they will improve upon this. Now for the repair tools, I will say this is maybe a touchy subject, but I think it's very overpowered when you have more than 3 people on a tank repairing it. The vehicles definitely become nearly indestructible. Even if you have multiple people shooting at the tank with RPGs or dropping C4, like it's very hard to destroy the tank. It makes them nearly indestructible. So in the future I hope they maybe address this and improve upon this and make it more balanced for the players in vehicles and anti-tank roles. Another thing I found was Defibs. Defibs recharge way too fast, guys. It was also instant revives, massive revives, and definitely breakthrough where I felt like we had our whole team on a hill and we end up just medics were running around instantly reviving everybody and we were on the defensive, meaning that we're bleeding the enemy tickets, very handy, and we're not dying, so the enemy could not push through our position, making it very overpowered in a way for an enemy team to hold the objective. That means that the offensive team that cannot push through on a breakthrough gameplay. Finally, the worst experience I had in the beta was air vehicles. Air vehicles controls, I do not know what they've done, are way too complex for most players, I feel, and have to be for the more skilled players. And I feel like this has to change definitely before launch, because this is one of the biggest disappointments I ever felt, and I think I'm not the only one in the community who feels this way. Now we've covered the pros and cons of the game so far. Now we're going to go into the feedback and suggestions from my point of view on what DICE can do better, and hopefully use these suggestions to improve upon the points I've covered already. Now firstly, I think most people agree with this, open the maps. Give us that sandbox feel with multiple approaches to each objective. Also give us that open feeling there's a big massive battle with chaos going on all around us. No matter where you go, there's multiple battles happening. Giving us a big feel that there's a big team and we're all pushing this big objective on the map. And we're all making a big difference in our own ways. Giving us that classic feeling where Battlefield had back in Battlefield 3 and 4. Big open maps, big battles, big chaos happening all at the same time, and you're all experiencing it at once. Now for the repair tools. Honestly guys, the repair tools I feel it could either be slower in repairing a vehicle or require limited use, giving us like ammo like we have to resupply it after a while. Like, so if you keep using it and burning it out and change your bottle, you have only limited amount of bottles, creating that feeling that the player has to be careful how he uses a repair tool. He can't just use it unlimitedly and try make the vehicle repair all the time, making it more balanced for the AT roles to be able to take out a vehicle. If that means if they can't take out the engineers repairing them, they can actually take the vehicle out with the RPGs or the anti-tank equipment that they have. Now for the medics, I feel defibs definitely need to be slowed down with the recharge time, given that extra 1 or 2 seconds to avoid overpowered revives of whole teams within seconds. Given that 1-2 seconds charge means then players can't instantly constantly revive people. Given that we balance definitely on them games of breakthrough and rush that we've had, so that the offensive teams do have a chance of pushing through and breaking enemies' lines. And finally, the biggest thing, and this goes without saying, simplify the PC air controls. I don't know how they are on controller. I have an experienced controller, guys, from my playthrough, but just make it so the average players can enjoy them too, and not just the highly skilled players. Alright guys, I understand that there's another open beta, so some of these points might be invalid and may have been addressed already. So when this is the time of the recording, I'm only covering the first weekend of the open beta. Overall, this beta was a blast, a real breath of fresh air. It gone back to its roots and captured what makes Battlefield Battlefield. Even with the rough edges, I loved every second of it. I enjoyed every bit of aspect that I was experiencing throughout this, and it gave me real nostalgia towards the old Battlefield. Now guys, I only had a limited amount of time to play the game, so I did not see all the content on all the weapons, so there may be things I'm missing within my feedback section. So if there's anything you could say that I've missed, comment down below and comment what you think could be improved and how it can be improved, for maybe DICE will look at it and use that point to improve upon it. These are my honest thoughts from the time in the beta. It truly made me feel like I was experiencing Battlefield for the first time again, guys. I really enjoyed every second of it, and I hope you guys did too. If you enjoyed this, guys, don't forget to hit the like button. Drop a comment down below what you liked or what points you agreed with or disagreed with. Share with your friends and subscribe. I'm aiming for 100 subs, guys, and every one of you is a big part of making that happen. I'm here to create fun and positive game experience where we can laugh, share tips, and enjoy the journey together. This isn't about me playing games, it's about building a community of like-minded people who love gaming, good vibes, and supporting each other. So stick around, be part of the conversation, and let's just grow this community together, one epic moment at a time. Thanks again for watching, guys, and this is Dagger1 Bravo out.